Good evening, guys. This is Mr. Sa with you guys here again. Filming again from my home. My voice would be a bit not that clear, maybe because I do have a little bit of cold going on. But anyway, let's get to today's topic. What we'll be doing today is we'll be solving a few questions on multiplying fractions. In other words, how we multiply fractions and how we can simplify fractions. Right, guys? Let's get to it. Question number 1. What do we have here? We got 3 over 11 multiplied by 2 over 7. Now, when we multiply fractions, we always multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. In other words, we multiply the top number with the top number and the bottom number with the bottom number. Now let's multiply this fraction. So we have in the numerator we have 3 and 2. So let us multiply them. We have 3 multiplied by 2 gives us 6, and 11 multiplied by 7 gives us 77. Now if you take a look at this, we cannot simplify the fractions anymore. So once we can't simplify the fractions, we just leave it as it is. Now let us go to question number 2. In this question, we'll be doing on how we simplify fractions and what are the rules on simplifying fractions. So let's get to it. We have our question 2 over 15 multiplied by 27 over 8. Now there are few rules when we simplify fractions. First rule is rule number 1. Rule 1. We can only simplify fractions with the numerator and the denominator. Or in other words, we can simplify something that is like this. When we have a over b, and we can simplify them. Alright, guys. Next rule, rule number 2. Rule number 2. We can simplify fraction. Let's say we have a over b multiplied by c over d. Alright, guys. We can simplify a and d, or if c and b can be simplified, we can simplify c and b. Alright, guys. Now, rule number 3. This is on which we cannot be simplified. Let's say we have a over b multiplied by c over d. We can never simplify numerator and numerator. That means we cannot simplify them. Okay, guys, we cannot simplify numerator with numerator, and we cannot simplify denominator with denominator. Okay, we cannot do that. In other words, what would be easy to say is we can simplify a denominator with the numerator. Okay, guys, so it doesn't matter which fraction it is, but we can simplify a denominator of any fraction with the numerator of the other fraction. Okay, guys, so we cannot simplify numerator with numerator, and we cannot simplify denominator with denominator. Now let's go ahead on how we can simplify. Now, since we know we cannot simplify numerator and numerator, or we cannot simplify denominator with denominator, so what do we have now? Let's see if we can simplify 2 and 8. So let's see. So what is the highest common factor of 2 and 8? It's of course 2, because 2 multiplied by 1 gives us 2, and 2 multiplied by 4 gives us 8. So we can simplify them. So when we simplify, we cut this 2 and we write it as 1. and we cut this 8 and we write it as 4. So what did we do? We simplified both of these numbers by 2. Okay guys, now let's go to the next one. We have 27 and 15. The highest common factor of 27 and 15 is 3. So that means 3 multiplied by something will give us 15, and 3 multiplied by something will give us 27. And we know that 3 multiplied by 5 gives us 15, and 3 multiplied by 9 gives us 27. So we can simplify them. So 15 will change to 5, and 27 will change to 9. So what did we do here? We simplified 27 and 15 by 3. Okay guys, now let us write the final answer. So what do we have here? Now, since we cannot simplify them anymore, we will multiply the numerator with numerator, and we will multiply the denominator with the denominator. So we have 1 multiplied by 9 gives us 9 over 5 multiplied by 4 gives us 20. Okay guys, remember these rules. So let's go to the next slide. We have a few more questions to solve. So let's start with this question. We have 25 over 7 multiplied by 49 over 65. Now again guys, we can only simplify denominator with numerators. It doesn't matter if it has to be the same fraction, it can also be the next fraction. Okay guys, so let's do this one first. We have 7 and 49. The greatest common factor of 7 and 49 is 7, because 7 times 1 would give us 7, and 7 times 7 would give us 49. So let us simplify them. So this 7 will change to 1, and this 49 will change to 7. Okay guys, because 7 times 1 gives us 7, and 7 times 7 gives us 49. Now let us see the next one. 25 and 65. What is the greatest common factor of 25 and 65? Now, since both of the numbers end with 5, for sure both of the numbers can be divided by 5. So let's see. 5 multiplied by what gives us 25? We know that 5 times 5 gives us 25, and 5 multiplied by what gives us 65? 5 times 13 gives us 65, so 65 will change to 13. If you're not sure about it, you can also draw a line using it as working space, and then you can do your division here. Okay guys, so what did we do here? 25 and 65, we divided both of these numbers by 5, and we got 5 times 5 gives us 25, and 5 times 13 gives us 65. Okay guys, now let us go ahead and write our final answer. Now since it cannot be simplified anymore, we can multiply the numerator by the numerator and the denominator by the denominator. So what do we have here? We have 5 times 7 gives us 35. 5 times 7 is 35, and 1 times 13 gives us 13. So the final answer is 35 over 13. Now let us do the last question for the day. What do we have here right now? Let us start by writing the question. We have 21 over 5 multiplied by 25 over 35. Again guys, when we simplify, we can only simplify the numerator with the denominator. What many students get confused is they sometimes also simplify the denominator with the denominator, or the numerator with the numerator, which is wrong. Try not to make this mistake. Okay guys, so let us see here if we can simplify these fractions. Now if we take a look at this, we can do it 2 ways. So let us do it 2 ways. Okay guys, so let us cross simplify, and let us do the other simplification. Step number 1, we know that 21 and 35 the highest common factor of both of these numbers is 7, because we know 7 times 3 is 21 and 7 times 5 is 35. So let us simplify them. So 21 will change to 3 and 35 will change to 5. Now, when it comes into this situation, we can either simplify this 25 by this 5, or we can simplify this 25 by this 5. The answer would be the same, because the rule is we can simplify the numerator with any denominator. Okay guys, let me maybe change the color. So let's go ahead and simplify these two here. We know that 5 multiplied by 1 is 5, and 5 multiplied by 5 is 25. Now what answer do we have here? We have now 3 over 1 multiplied by 5 over 5. Now if you take a look at this, we can simplify more. We can simplify 5 and 5, because 5 times 5 gives us 1. I'm sorry guys, 5 times 1 gives us 5, and again 5 times 1 gives us 5. Okay, so what do we have in the numerator? We have 3 multiplied by 1 is 3, or 1 times 1 is 1, so the answer is 3. Now we can also solve this. Now let me do it in another method to show you guys that however you simplify, the answer would be the same. So let us say, let me change the color. We have the same question. We have 21 over 5 multiplied by 25 over 35. Now in question number 1, if you guys remember, we cross simplified. Now here what we'll be doing is we'll be simplifying it vertically, so numerator with the same denominator. We know that since these two ends with 5, both can be divided by 5. So let's see, 25 divided by 5 gives us 5, and 35 divided by 5 gives us 7. Now what do we have here right now? We got this equation. So we have our new fraction we have here is 21 over 5 multiplied by 5 over 7. Now if you take a look at this, you can also rewrite the question again if you want, or you can straight away go and simplify it here. So let us simplify it here right now. We know that 5 can be simplified by 5. So 5 will change to 1, because 5 times 1 is 5, and this 5 will also change to 1. Okay guys, so we divided these two by 5. Now we know that 21 over 7 can also be divided. We know that 7 times 1 is 7, and 7 times 3 is 21. So what is the fraction we have now? We got 3 over 1 multiplied by 1 over 1, which gives us the same answer. We have 3 over 1, in which the answer gives us 3. So what do we see here guys? However we simplify, the final answer will always be the same. The main rule is we can only simplify the numerator with the denominator of any fraction. Okay guys, again I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something from it, and if you did like it, please press like, leave a comment below on how much it helped you or how much it did not help you. However, I will be making more videos again on a daily basis, being a little sick, so that's why I took a few days off. If you need me to cover any topic that you're finding it difficult, please do comment below. I will definitely look into it. And again guys, subscribe, because when I upload the videos, you will know, you'll get to know when I upload the video. And again guys, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Until next time, bye bye.